Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm a man. I'm a macho man. Can you feel it? Can you feel that masculine energy pouring off my body? You can. I know you can. I turned 40 this past summer and decided to celebrate by going to Peru and hike the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu. Not the prissy little 4-day thing that all the tourists do. No, I did the Butch Inca Trail. 8 days across the entire Vilcabamba Cordillera of the Peruvian Andes. Why? Because 40 is the new 20, isn't it? And besides, I am such a man. What could possibly go wrong? My friends were a little less than supportive. Idiot, they said. What for are you paying thousands of dollars to drag yourself up and down the sides of mountains? That kind of money, you take a cruise. Cruises are great. You eat, you relax, you want to change the scenery, hit the buffet. Now, come on. Do I look like the kind of fellow who needs help finding food? I mean, seriously. My girlfriend, thankfully, was a little more supportive. She agreed to go to Peru and meet me in Machu Picchu, but she would have nothing to do with the trail. Oh, no. She was going to lounge at a luxury resort, retreat, while I did the trail. She's a smart one in the family. Because we got to Peru, and the night before we set out, I got my first look at the map. You know how you can tell how steep something is by how squiggly the little lines are? Yeah, this thing looked like somebody pinched it off a seismograph. And I started wondering, maybe I'd bitten off more than I could chew. Why did I fly halfway around the world and pay thousands of dollars before looking at the map? Ladies, you know the answer. Because I'm a man, and real men don't do maps. Well, the next day came, I woke up, I put on this drop-dead sexy outfit you see before you.
Sexy,
Grabbed my pack, and off I went down the trail with my 4 guides and my 4 mules, and it was great.
Great.
Until we stopped for lunch, and I looked down into a ravine that looked like something out of a Saturday morning Looney Tunes special. It's a common misperception that it's easier to hike downhill because of that old gravity assist. No. It's harder going downhill because you have to keep gravity from assisting you too much. I spent the rest of that day inching myself down a steep, slippery trail that was just barely wider than that, dodging streams of Peruvians and their mule trains, and we're just going up and down the hill, top speed. It was like being attacked by roadrunners. Every step got more and more painful, and it kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And by the time this big man straggled into camp, I just wanted my mommy. Anybody's mommy. Because not only had I endured the worst day of my life, I had to do it again the next day and hike up the other side. Yeah, 18 hours later, there I was, 15,000 feet up the side of another mountain, shivering and gasping for whatever molecules of air the Peruvians and their mules hadn't used. Now, I have to stop for just a minute and tell you a little something about these mule trains. See, the entire economy down there depends on teams of mules going back and forth on these trails with everything from Coca-Cola to tanks of propane strapped to their backs. And mules are very simple animals. Grass in, grass out. And the entire trail was peppered with mule pies. The entire hike was an 8-day-long game of Pac-Man. Funny for the first hour, not so great for the other 191. I slipped on one of those mule pies, ended up upside down in a bamboo bush, literally grasping at straws. And just about the time I was starting to figure out how the heck I was going to get back on the trail, one of the guys poked his head over the edge, looked me in the eye, and said, "Nee." People ask me, what was the trip like? What did you see? Let me give you the visual. Cliff, mules behind, cliff.